Welcome back to the session once again, and let us continue from where we left before we took a small break. Cost concepts and marginal costing and break-even analysis. Now, why cost is important? Cost is important because if a business has to create value, it has to make profit. If a business has to make profit, the pricing has to be correct. And if the pricing has to be correct, then the costing has to be correct. And that is the reason we need to have very good understanding as far as the costing is concerned. And this is our focus in this session that we have, where we are going to cover cost aspects, marginal costing, and how marginal costing is used for taking strategic pricing decisions. That is what we will understand. And we will also look at the operating leverage and operating leverage and how operating leverage can multiply the profits when the sales is increasing only one time. So how with the help of operating leverage a business can increase the profit multiple times. That is what we will understand in this session on costs, including marginal costing and break-even analysis. So first of all, we need to understand the cost structure. When I say cost structure, now what does it mean? It means what kind of costs we have in business. So that is number one that we need to understand as to what kind of costs that we have in any business. And the cost that we have in business can be understood from different perspective. Number one, they can be understood from the perspective of nature or traceability. So from the perspective of nature, the cost can be direct or the cost can be indirect. And remember, no rocket science. How do you differentiate between a direct cost or indirect cost? The answer, of course, is very simple. A cost that goes directly into making of a product or service for that matter is a direct cost. A cost which is incurred or which goes directly into making of a product or rendering of a service is a direct cost. And what is the indirect cost? A cost which is not a direct cost is indirect cost. And this is as simple as that. And this is how we should remember. So whenever you have a doubt about any cost, whether it is a direct cost or it is an indirect cost, just ask this simple question to yourself. Is this cost going directly into making of the product or the service or not? So if this cost is being incurred directly for making the product or rendering the service, it means it is a direct cost. Every other cost is an indirect cost. The cost can also be understood from the point of view of function. And what is the meaning of function? Function meaning prime cost and the overhead. So what is a prime cost? So prime cost, really speaking, is all the direct costs are the prime cost. All the direct costs are the prime cost. So the direct material, direct labor, direct overheads which are incurred for producing goods or services, those are the prime cost. So the raw material is a prime cost. The workers who are working on the factory producing those goods that direct labor is a direct cost. The overheads, so the power which is being used in the production of the finished goods or the products of the company, that power cost is a direct overhead, and that's a part of the prime cost. So prime यानी कि main, and that is the prime cost. So prime cost is in other words is the direct cost. Direct cost, in other words, is the cost that goes directly into making of the product. Other than the prime cost, you have overheads. Overheads, remember, is very simple. What are the overheads? Overheads are your factory overheads, office overheads and selling and distribution overheads. तो देखिए चार ही तरह के खर्चे हैं किसी कंपनी में ब्रॉडली अगर देखा जाए. वन इज द प्रोडक्शन कॉस्ट and then you have then you got a factory overheads, office overheads and selling and distribution overheads. You can also add administration overheads, which ultimately is nothing but in the same basket of the overheads. So this is how you will look at the cost function from the function point of view. So you divide from the function point of view the cost between two buckets. Number one, the prime cost, and number two is the overheads. Prime cost, and I'm repeating it once again, prime cost. Prime, the meaning of the word prime is the main. So the main cost kya hai? The raw material is the main cost. Labor who is working in producing the goods is the main cost. Overheads which are being incurred for facilitating the production at the shop floor is the prime cost, and that is the number two. Number three, the cost can also be looked at from the point of view of variable cost and the fixed cost. Now, what is a variable cost and what is a fixed cost is very simple. In simple words, variable cost is the cost that varies with the output in totality. Variable cost is the cost that varies in totality with the output. But in terms of per unit, it is fixed. In terms of per unit, it is fixed. And these are the characteristics of the variable cost or variable overheads. So as you can see on this graph, the first graph, what you have on the vertical axis total variable cost, and on the horizontal axis you have activity level. So as you can see, as the activity level is increasing, that means as the output is increasing, and you can see the total variable cost is going up, right? So that means variable cost is the cost which increases in terms of totality with the increase in the output. But in the second graph you can see that the per unit variable cost remains the fixed. So हम जो गाड़ी बनाते हैं, हम जो कार बनाते हैं, हम जो ट्रक्स बनाते हैं, on every truck or every car, every model that we have a fixed material cost, right? So that material cost per vehicle is going to remain constant whether we produce 1000 vehicles or we produce 10,000 vehicles or we produce 100,000 vehicles. It might vary slightly here and there, but that is insignificant. Generally, the per unit material cost is going to be same irrespective of how much do we produce, and that is the second characteristics of the variable cost. In terms of totality, it increases with the volume, and in terms of per unit, it remains fixed irrespective of the level of activity. And these are the two characteristics of the variable cost. Against the variable cost, we also have something which is known as fixed cost. And remember, the characteristics of fixed cost are diametrically opposite to the characteristics of the variable cost. What do I mean by that? What I mean is that fixed cost is fixed irrespective of how much do we produce. So if our company has taken a loan, let's say of 100 crore, and on that 100 crore we are paying interest at the rate of 5%. Now please remember that 5% on 100 crore becomes 5 crore. So 5 crore interest cost is a fixed cost for us. Irrespective of how many vehicles we produce, the fixed cost of interest is going to be 5 crore only. And that is the characteristics number one as far as the fixed cost is concerned. As you can see in the second graph, in terms of per unit, the per unit fixed cost will keep on decreasing as we keep on producing more. So fixed cost in totality will remain fixed, but in terms of per unit, it will keep on decreasing as the volumes we produce is increasing. And these are your fixed cost and the variable cost. Now please remember, these two concepts are of immense value for decision making relating to the costing and relating to the pricing. How will they make the difference? This is what we will understand as we move further. Now, if I have to explain to you what are the different elements of cost, I have discussed them with you already, but just to sum it up and just to elaborate a little more, as you can see here, firstly what we have is the material cost. So material cost can be direct or it can be indirect. Direct material cost is the one that is going into making of the product directly, that is direct material cost. Anything other than that is your indirect cost, indirect material cost. So then you have a second component of the cost, that is labor. So again, labor will be of two type, direct and indirect. Indirect labor is the direct labor cost is the cost of the labor that is working in the production. Indirect labor cost is the cost which is of the labor which is other than the in the production. Then you have other expenses. So other expenses can be of direct or they can be indirect. So as I said, in the factory, the power cost that we are incurring is the direct cost. Why? Because the power cost that we are incurring of running the factory is direct cost as far as the production is concerned. But we may incur the power cost in the head office building or in regional office building or in other offices. So that is going to be indirect cost. That's just one example. So all the indirect costs are also referred as overheads. So all the indirect costs are also referred as overheads, and the overheads can be categorized into four categories as we discussed a little while ago: production overheads, administration overheads, selling overheads, and the distribution overheads. So this, friends, is the broad understanding as far as the cost and cost elements are concerned. One thing that I would like to repeat and reiterate here once again, direct cost का मतलब क्या है? Direct cost का मतलब है cost which is going directly into making of the product, that is your direct cost. Indirect cost क्या है? All the cost other than the direct cost are the indirect cost. Now with this understanding, friends, it will be now easy for us to look at the break-even analysis and look at the marginal costing. So what is marginal costing and what is break-even analysis? That is what we will understand. Now, before I change the slide, in case if you have any doubt or any question pertaining to what we have discussed, you can please go ahead and then we will go to the marginal costing and break-even analysis. This is where we will do a one case study on the marginal costing, and that's where we would break out in those three groups that we have already created. As we saw yesterday, whatever was created on the first day, the same thing holds good today also. So no new link required. You can use the same link as you had used on the day 1, day 2, and day 3. So any question, any doubt, you can please go ahead. In the meantime, I will change the slide. I'm just uploading the new file. Sometimes when you want to open something, you would be able to open everything except the file that you want to open. And okay, so we will now be moving to marginal costing and break-even analysis.